Hi guys, long time no video, and you see me out today in a very cold, and I don't know what the temperature is, but I'm guessing about 4 or 5 degrees, for a very good reason. Trying to avoid all the rubbish down the middle of the road. Despite my love affair with the MT09, which I've had since June of 16, it's time for the old girl to go. And the reason for that is quite simple. I had, for those of you that watched previous videos, you know I had quite a long break from motorcycling, probably 7 or 8 years, and like a lot of people, I watched your friend of mine, Ewan McGregor, and Charlie Borman on the long way round and long way down. It just really sparked something inside of me that I was missing out on this passion that I had previously, and filled with other stuff in life, family and cars and work commitments and all the other bits and bobs. Oh, these roads are horrible. So I started looking around for a bike, and I was convinced that I wanted a R1200 GS Adventure, a water-cooled one, with all the racks and the panniers and everything else. Anyway, I convinced the guys at BMW Motorrad to lend me one. So I took her out, and it was just massive, just stupidly big, huge. And I had no road confidence because I'd been off the bike for so long, and it's I'll be honest, it just scared me a little bit. So then I was looking around at alternatives, and I tried took a VFR 800, but I suffer quite badly from shoulder and back pain and upper neck, and all of the stuff, Christ's sake, look at this, all of the stuff that triggered all of those pains, and which made the riding uncomfortable experience, the VFR was triggering, albeit a beautiful bike, and I quite like being in the Wild Bad Touring Richie Vader Club, but there you go. So anyway, I just passed a Yamaha dealership one day, come across this little baby, took her out for a test ride. Just confidence inspiring, easy to ride, relatively inexpensive for what you get. I'm just keeping my eyes open for the tractor that's making all of this crap over the road. Absolutely loved it. Parted with my very hard-earned cash and brought myself this MT09 Sport Tracker, which is on a 15 plate. And aside from a couple of little niggles, but they're niggles which are, I say unfair, they're niggles that are reflected in the purchase price. So the suspension isn't brilliant, not very sophisticated, don't get me wrong, I'm no Rossi, but just yeah, just a bit soft and a bit wallowy. It's sort of every now and again it'll scare you a little bit as it wiggles under you. And general finish is okay, but just you can see where they'd obviously saved the money. All the money went into the engine and the frame, and what a great engine and frame it is. So anywho, so I've had this bike, I've put not a lot of miles on it, 1500 miles, something like that, and up until the first week of December I loved it, absolutely loved it. Anywho, on the first week of December, a good friend of mine asked me if I wanted to go to the motorbike show in Birmingham. Yeah, lovely. I said, I'll drive. He said, no, we're all going up on bikes. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's brilliant. We were very lucky, it was dry, the sun was out, 8 degrees, and off we went. And that's about a 3-hour ride from where I am, and Christ, the wind. The wind is just something else. When you're rattling on and making progress, I think is the term, the wind is unbearable. The neck ache, arms, all of those. And just when we got there, he said, "Is there anything you want to look for?" And yeah, I would need a massive windscreen for the bike, try and keep some of the wind off me. And even one of the group that come up with us was on a Triumph Daytona, and he was more comfortable when he got off than I was, and you're practically in the fetal position. So I decided that it was time to look for a new bike, and then the old GS dream kind of started seeping back into my mind again. You know, a bit more confidence back on the bike, a bit more aware of what's going on the road. Feel like I'm, you know, not so much of a danger to myself and everyone else. So off I went back to the dealership, and this time the guys at BMW Motorrad in Norwich very kindly booked me out a GS Adventure for, well, I had it 4 hours, something, 3 hours maybe. Just a proper opportunity to ride it around, see what the weight was like, see how it felt, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. What a great bike! So, you know, obviously a lot of money, twice the value of this, and I didn't really have the cash. And then I'd been to look at a Triumph Tiger, and I'd ridden one, not as nice as the BMW, but 3 or 4 grand cheaper, but still kind of ticked all the boxes. So went to a couple of Triumph dealerships and hammered out what I thought was a fantastic deal. And then watched a few videos on YouTube of people that had reviewed the Tiger and done some comparisons against the Tiger against the GSA. And there were some concerns about top end weight and all that. Anyway, you know, it's all relative, it's what you're used to, I know that. So when I flicked off the photos of my bike to the Triumph dealership, I copied in the guy from BMW and said, look, I've kind of done a deal on the Triumph, this is what the deal is, think it's particularly good, don't think you'll get anywhere near it, but I thought I would copy you in anyway, which I did. Anyway, oddly, a couple of days later I get a telephone call from BMW. And he says, I know it's probably not the right time, but I thought I'd give you a ring. We've had a bike that's come in. I sold the bike, this is the dealership, they sold the bike in the middle of last year, and it literally has everything, and I mean every option you could want. Keyless, for those of you that know anything about the GS Adventure, or BMW anyway, if you've got a BMW car, you know they charge for extras. It's got keyless ride, it's got ESA, it's got the advanced suspension modes, it's got headlight protectors, it's got full luggage, it's got Acroprovic exhaust system, it's got literally everything, Optima, battery optimization, right down to a quick shifter. And he said, look, this guy paid, you know, very close to 20 grand for this bit of kit, and unfortunately for the fella, he's had some life events that have happened to him, and I wish him the very best. He's a roofer and he slipped off a roof, caused some problems to one of his legs, which meant he's prevented from riding for a little while. Now, I'm not over keen about overtaking here because it's a bit hidden, the road's a bit shitty. He said that he wants to dump it off and quick. If you want it, you can have it, and I'll do you a fantastic deal on it. And yeah, the deal was so good. They gave me good money for mine, and yeah, so you find me not been able to sleep really for a week because I've been so excited, en route to BMW Norwich to pick up my new baby, and part with a lot of cash. So yeah, so look, thanks for coming along with me and sharing some of my excitement. I'm sure you're getting in my voice, but I'm literally wetting myself. I'm trying to stay calm and composed because I want to get there. I'll yeah, come along for the ride, and I will I'll turn you back on as I get near the dealership. and I'll be able to show off my new little baby. Alright, cheers guys, I'll see you soon. So guys, look what I've got.